Kissinger, our satellite time is running out. What wonderful opportunity to conclude our week here with such concrete proposals and ideas of how we can really create, I would say, a new world order.
The very idea of human being some sort of natural concept is really going to change.
Our bodies will be so high-tech, we won't be able to really distinguish between what's natural and what's artificial.
Inside our own heads is the most complex arrangement of matter in the known universe.
You might ask yourself, can we get to be superhumans?
We're not talking about implanted devices of the future. I'm talking about wearable devices that are like Fitbits for your brain. It used to be that there was very little we could tell from EEG activity. But already, using consumer wearable devices, these are headbands, hats that have sensors that can pick up your brainwave activity, earbuds, headphones, tiny tattoos that you can wear behind your ear. We can pick up emotional states like, are you happy or sad or angry? We can pick up and decode faces that you're seeing in your mind. Simple shapes, numbers, your PIN number to your bank account.
Through technology, an ability for consumers to measure their own carbon footprint. What does that mean? That's where are they traveling? How are they traveling? What are they eating? What are they consuming on the platform? So individual carbon footprint tracker. Stay tuned. We don't have it operational yet, but this is something that we're working on.
You need to know who's been vaccinated and who hasn't been. Some of the vaccines that will come on down the line will be multiple shots. So you've got to have, for reasons to do with the healthcare more generally, but certainly for a pandemic or for vaccines, you've got to have a proper digital infrastructure. And many countries don't have that. In fact, most countries don't have that.
First of all, it will definitely happen. I was talking about 6G earlier, which is around 2030. I would say that by then, definitely the smartphone as we know it today will not anymore be the usual, kind of the most common interface. Wow. Many of these things will be built directly into our bodies.
And one of
上厕所都不用带纸了。先过来上个公厕，再可以人脸识别扫码。请正视屏幕，直接出纸。现在出门上厕所都不用带纸了，真方便。
If you come to China, you see self-checking out with Face ID is not only available in supermarket. It also works in a lot of penny shops now. Simply just look at the camera and just click confirm. Literally just takes seconds to check out. I know scanning your QR codes or tapping your phone does the same job, but this is just even better to me. So what's the reason to resist it?
So guys, the technologies are everywhere. So let's get some water with this machine. For example, we get some, what would you like to drink? Let's get some water simply. You press this one. No phone, no cash required. Simply press, scan your face and get your bottle of water.
请面向屏幕。
It's coming! Thank you! That's so convenient. The first time I see such a machine without any devices to pay. Wow!
Revelation 13 tells us that no one will be able to buy or sell without the mark of the beast in their hand or in their head. And right now in China, we're seeing the beginning of that technology being built and used within the population. So when they're forced to have a mark in their hand or their head to buy or sell, they'll think nothing of it.
Recognition payment in China. This is something that will scare a lot of Westerners, but this is a norm in China now. You don't need your card, you don't need to bring your phone. You just need to scan the item you want to buy and the machine will scan your face. Then the money is deducted from your Alipay or WeChat Pay. That is so convenient.
Check out our new clothing store Teeny and help support.
The road to digital enslavement is paved with convenience. And like the old saying, the road to hell is paved with good intention. Well, the road to digital enslavement is paved with convenience, because that's a lot of the people, the sentiment of a lot of people. The clip you just saw, talking about, oh, how convenient it is, you know, they have to do this, they just gotta do is show up and show your face, right? And voila, you get that. But what does that mean? It's not just about paying, not just about being able to pay. It goes deeper than that. Every aspect of your life will now be monitored, controlled. You see, WEF says CBDCs must be implanted under your skin if you want to participate in society. This was back in 2023. It says the WEF has declared that all citizens must be implanted with a CBDC microchip in the near future, in the very near future, in order to be able to fully participate in society and do basic things such as purchase food and water. Just like you saw those individuals there, you know, purchasing food, water, things like that, sodas. And Klaus Schwab has that saying that China is the model for the NWO, for the Great Reset. There's a reason why they look at China, because like the individual said, a lot of Westerners are concerned about this whole pay with your face thing. Well, in China is the norm, right? And Klaus Schwab said China is the model for that. This is how they want the whole world to be. This is what the infrastructure they've been building for the whole world to be just like China. And there you have it. There you have it. Right there. Before we go any further, this is 2 Corinthians, the 2nd chapter and the 11th verse in the NLT. It says, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and continue to teach us this truth. Peace, salutation. Shalom, shalom, shalom to all you brothers and sisters out there that are of the household of faith, beginning with 144,000 mighty men of the house of Israel, down to the men, women, and children that are allotted to be delivered in these latter days, who are of the elect, and to the brothers that are pushing this gospel in all sincerity and all honesty. To you all I say shalom, right? And it is nothing but evil schemes, what we just saw, which goes back to the statement here by Klaus Schwab.
Dr. Kissinger, our satellite time is running out. What wonderful opportunity to conclude our week here with such concrete proposals and ideas of how we can really create, I would say, a new world order.
That's exactly what I want. This NWO, this Great Reset, the fourth industrial revolution, like you see here in this clip.
The very idea of human being some sort of natural concept is really going to change.
The very idea of humans being a natural concept is going to change. Going back to the scripture we read earlier, that Satan should outsmart us because we are familiar with his evil schemes. This is part of that evil schemes. What the hell do you mean that humans being a natural being will be an outdated concept? Let's hear that again.
The very idea of human being some sort of natural concept is really going to change.
Our bodies will be so high tech, we won't be able to really distinguish between what's natural and what's artificial.
See that? Our bodies will be so high tech, we won't be able to differentiate between what is natural and what is artificial. Now you understand why Elon Musk is in the Oval Office with Trump talking like he's the president. Because this is where they're going. This is where they're going. To turn everybody to this cyborg. To the point where you don't even know what is natural or what is fake or what is tech. That is the image of the beast that is spoken of in Revelation, the 13th chapter, which we will get that. But going on.
Inside our own heads is the most complex arrangement of matter in the known universe.
You might ask yourself, can we get to be superhumans?
And there you have it. The fourth industrial revolution. What is that? Well, the merging of biological aspect of humans with technology with the technological aspect of it, if you will, right? That is your fourth industrial revolution. The lady made the statement, it will be so you can't even be able to distinguish between humans and technology anymore. That's how much evasive this whole technology would be. Like you heard the CEO of Nokia. Let's get that real quick. The statement he made.
Through technology, an ability for consumers to measure their own carbon.
Not this one. This one.
It will, first of all, it will definitely happen. I was talking about 6G earlier, which is around 2030. I would say that by then, definitely the smartphone as we know it today will not anymore be the usual, kind of the most common interface. Wow. Many of these things will be built directly into our bodies.
And
many of this, there will be no need for cell phones. Why? Because it will be already implanted into you. That's what the CEO of Nokia is saying right here. That's exactly what the lady was talking about. It will be so high tech, you won't be able to differentiate between natural and artificial. Now you understand why there's so much push for this AI this and AI that. America has to be the leading force of AI and blah, this and that, the other. Well, this is all part of the evil schemes. So I made the statement that I'm playing this on fast. That the road to digital enslavement is paved with convenience. Right? This is how they're gonna sell it to you. Oh, you wouldn't need to carry your wallet. You wouldn't need to, have no need for the phones and the QR codes, and because all you got to do is show up. Why? Because that technology is already inside of you. Elon Musk is pushing for the Neuralink, the RFID microchip in Switzerland. They already have people that have been implanted with this. The infrastructure is already there, just like you see with the ones in China. All they had to do is show up, their facial recognitions and things, right? So next step is going to be that implementation of the implantation of the mark of the beast. It will be implemented. Just like they push with the juicy juice, everybody to go get the juicy juice. Well, they'll do that also with the mark of the beast. And we are living in that time. That's why it's very crucial to be familiar with the evil schemes. So they don't sell it to you as this, oh, it's convenient, you got to do it all. And a lot of people will fall for the okie doke, just like the way they fell for the juicy juice. The jabby jabs, right? Now look. You see? Proverbs the 14th chapter and the 12th verse, it said, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Convenience. The people that were there, it seemed right to them. The lady was making the statement, oh man, it's very convenient. All I have to do is just show up and blah, blah, blah. I have my sodas, right? The new norm. But these are the ways of death. It will bring nothing but death. Because the Bible warns you of this. You're supposed to be aware of it. This is Revelation 13th chapter and the 11th verse. The beast from the earth says, and I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Exactly what Trump is doing right now. He's coming like this lamb, but all the draconian measures, that's that dragon, the draconian measures is put it in place. It's going to affect everybody, not just Canada, not just all this China and all every other places. Is going to affect most is the Americans. That's that had two horns like a lamb and spake as a dragon. The two horns also going into the Republicans and the Democrats, which is exactly what the Romans did, because the Romans, they had the patricians and the plebeians. Which is why the 12th verse even went ahead to say it. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him. What is that? That's the Roman Empire. Because America is Roman 2.0. Even Elon Musk made this statement. You know, if you follow him on Twitter. You don't even have to follow him on Twitter. They always got to give you, you know, show you his posts and things like that. You see? So the first beast is the Roman Empire, and America is the revival of the Roman Empire, which happened through what was called the Renaissance, which is the rebirth. The rebirth of what? Well, the rebirth of the Edomite power structure, which the Romans were the Edomites, you know, before the Western Rome fell and the Eastern Rome, which, you know, Negroes, so you can understand, took over. So I had the movie that came out, Gladiator, Macranus, which was played by Denzel Washington. Because you have to understand there was a lot of Negroes. The Byzantine Empire, that's what it was all about. There's a lot of Negroes that were in power at the time too. But the first beast is the Roman Empire. All road leads to Rome. America is Rome 2.0. That's why there's a lot of things. The Senate, the two factions, parties, the Democrats and the Republicans, all of this are patterned after the Roman Empire, because America is just the revival of the Roman Empire. That's why it goes on to say, and he exercised it. Who is the he? Well, the present Roman Empire, which is America, aka Babylon. Say, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him. And he caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Right? Because the Roman Empire fell, the Western Roman Empire fell, and it was healed through the rebirth and America coming back in power seat. So the first Roman Empire is made alive again through America. There's a lot of people saying that Trump is the modern day Nero. You see? So all these correlations goes back to the biblical prophecies. It says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of man. What is that? Well, if you watch the movie Oppenheimer, it shows you how a couple of scientists came together, which used to be Germans, had the thing called Operation Paperclip, where some of the German scientists went with America and the rest of them went with Russia. And those scientists came together with Oppenheimer to create what was known as the atomic bomb. And prior to that, there was never no kind of weapon like that. And they bombed Japan, Hiroshima, Nagasaki with that power, with that kind of great destructive power. So that's how he made fire to come down from heaven in the sight of men. So the men that saw that at the time, they were blown away, literally, right? They were blown away. They have never seen such destructive force. Even Oppenheimer made a statement, "I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." Why is that? Well, because of the technology that he had. That's what the scripture is saying here. That was a great wonder. Because prior to that, people that have never witnessed such a might. You see? It says, "And he deceiveth them that dwell in the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast." Just like you heard the lady talking about convenient, how this whole miracles, this left hand energy miracles are so great. Oh, how good that is. Well, you're being deceived by that. Which will lead to the mark of the beast. You're being deceived by all of these technological advancements, all of these so-called modern medicines and things of that nature. These are all the miracles which you're being deceived by. Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and they lived. Remember the Roman Empire. It was taken down, but it came back again through America. So they're saying, let's make an image. What is an image? Well, an image, you look at yourself as a reflection of yourself. What you stand for, what you are about. It goes into the policies, the legislations, the draconian measures, and ultimately the mark of the beast. You see? The 15th verse. It says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." What is that? Going into all these policies, those legislations, they come to life. Trump just signed how many executive orders? More than 200 of them. So this is how they give life to the image of the beast, through these policies. And you have to obey them, or else you will be killed. You will be unalived. That is just how the beast operates. And the beast is NATO and EU, the whole power structure of the Edomites. Get it? The 16th verse, it says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." What type of technology is this thing going into? Well, the RFID microchip that will be implanted in your hand or in your forehead. There's already technology is already here. All that is left is just the right set of catastrophe, chaos that will usher in the implementation of this mark of the beast. Just like the way that happened with the juicy juice. The right catastrophe happened and you were required to get the juicy juice, or you won't be able to fly, go to a restaurant, meet your family members, and that was just a trial run. The main event is coming. It's almost here. Trump just said they have to stop producing pennies. What do you think that is? That is going back to the cashless society, which we saw here. Right here. Right? Transhumanism, track and trace. What is that? That is the transponder that will be put in through this RFID microchip. DNA data collection. They did that with the juicy juice. You know, they have it. Economic collapse.
Dr. Kissinger,
sorry about that. So going back, it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark of the mark. It says, save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So that you won't be able to do no form of transaction unless you are fully into this NWO, which you heard Klaus Schwab telling Henry Kissinger about it. You know, that's exactly what it is. It says, here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and his number is 600, 666. That's where you get the whole 666 from. And Hollywood is riddled with the 666 symbolism. You see? So now those, if you take the chip, guess what? If you take the mark of the beast, subheading doom for the worshippers of the beast, you will be doomed, man. That's why the warning is going out for you to know it for what it is. Remember what we read earlier? You got to be familiar with the evil schemes of Satan. Satan just means adversary. So men can be Satan also, because they're adverse to what is righteous. So doom for the worshippers of the beast. Revelation, the 14th chapter and the 9th verse, it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, going back to the 13th chapter, we already talked about what that is. The beast being the revival Roman Empire, which consists of the NATO and the EU. And his image, his policies, his legislation, executive orders, his draconian measures, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. The technology for this is already here. What will happen? Well, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Guess what? You will taste of that lake of fire. The lake of fire will happen when the Third World War break out, and America will be fully submerged in fire. Why? Well, because of the ICBM missiles. They have hypersonic missiles that can go from Russia to America in less than 30 minutes. Where are you going to go? Where can you possibly go in 30 minutes? You have a lot of all this so-called rich individuals building bunkers outside of America. Because if you build bunker in America, guess what? That bunker is going to be your grave, man. You will die in there. You know? So a lot of them are going to like places like somewhere in Europe. Now, what is the name of this place? I can't think of the name right now, but yeah, a lot of them are building bunkers over there, even the underwater retreats and things like that, to be able to escape this fire and brimstone. It says, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, means a pretty long time, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So even when you take that chip, guess what? You will be tormented, because this technology produces radiation that will cause all kinds of health hazards. So you will pay the price when you take that, mark of the beast. You will be tormented, man. You will feel like shit, just like the people that took the juicy juice. A lot of them are going through it, man. Immune system is all effed up. You see? It says, here is patience. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. It says, And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, say the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them. So those that die in the truth, the Most High gave you the grace and knowledge and wisdom to understand what time it is and to believe in Him through His only begotten Son. Even if you lose your life, guess what? You die in the Most High, and your works will follow you, and you'll be part of those that will come back with our Lord in His appearing. Coming back of our Lord, Yahushua, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. He's going to come back, and when He does, He will take down all rulership. It goes on, but you get the idea. And with that, all praises to the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushua Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Peace, salutations to you all. Shalom. Shalom.